All right, everybody. For those of you that know about it, I'm all right. I got in the house. Uh, it's funny. My old man ass, I walk out of my house coming out here to the barn. I'm going to roll some cigarettes and I got some other stuff I was going to do. And when I was standing at the table, I thought, and I grabbed my hat and my cigarettes and uh, my drink and everything, and I was coming out here to the barn. I meant to hook my house keys right on my belt. I always do it whenever before I leave the house, even if I'm leaving, even if I'm not leaving. I still usually have them on me. And as I went out the door, I reached in, I locked the damn handle on it, and just as I pulled it to and locked it, I realized my keys weren't on my hip. So uh, I come out here to the barn, and old Barricade Garage has got a live stream going on. So I figure, hell, I'll sit down here and roll some of my cigarettes and watch his live stream. And so that's what I was doing. And as I got on here, saw a bunch of people in my chat in the chat that I knew, and so I commented and said, I locked myself, or I was telling one of the, I was telling Faith on there that I locked myself out of the house, and my wife, I'm trying to get her to come at lunchtime, which her lunchtime was between 1 and 1:30, and get her to open up the door and let me back in the house. And I just got in on that live stream, and it was he'd already been on for a while, but everybody kind of started talking about it in the chat a little bit, and it was a couple minutes, and my wife called me, and she was already inside the house and going, I unlocked the door, I'm in the house, and I said, so I just left the phone out here, and I went in the house, and was talking to my wife, and I grabbed my keys and everything, and she ended up having to go back to work, of course. And so I come back out. Hell, I figured that everything would still be going, the chat still be going on, the stream would still be going, and so I come out and it's he done shut it down, and I'm like, shit. I wanted to tell somebody that I got in the damn house, So I can't when his stream cut, or when I went back to his stream, the live stream or the chat wasn't there, so I couldn't tell what anybody was saying in there. So I just went down right towards the end and was listening just the last, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of it, and he was laughing. He got to laughing once he figured out what was going on in the chat, because they were, hell, we were talking about my dog not answering the knock knock jokes, or there was all kinds of shit being talked about that it was just funny. But he didn't know what was actually going on, because there were so many. There was this. It was going on in the chat, and then I guess he ended up figuring it out. But somebody said something about, because I said, or we were joking around about. I said, nah, but if she comes, I'm gonna tell her to, when she opens up the door, go in there and get me a bottle of water, and like I give her something to do while she's here. And somebody else came back and said, oh darn, come back and said, tell her to make you a sandwich. And I said, nah, if I tell her that, she definitely wouldn't show up, or she'd go back in, lock the door or something, and leave. But that was right about the time that my wife showed up, and so I just got up and walked in there, but I didn't even let anybody know. And but I watched like I said, the last of that, and it was funny that me being locked out of the house, old man shit, ended up being the last 10, 20 minutes of his live stream. It was about me in that chat being locked out of my house. So everybody knew about it. But I got a kick out of that. Let's see. I think that's all I was going to do with this right here. I just wanted everybody to know my wife did come and let me in the house. She was always going to. I just had to wait until 1 o'clock. I'd already texted her. She didn't believe me though. To be honest with you, she was like, I texted her and told her I was locked out, and she come back and said, "Are you serious?" That was basically her. And I said, "You know better than that. I wouldn't lie to you about that." And she called me on the phone and said that you absolutely would. And I was like, "No, I wouldn't make you drive all the way over here at your lunchtime, if I seriously wasn't locked out, Because, hell, I got vehicles. I don't need her to go somewhere or do something, But I just thought it was funny. And give a shout out to BG. I didn't mean to take over your chat there, man. But it was only at the end anyway. So, you guys, God loves you. So do I. Till the next one.